where everybody thought his future was, just like his dad, Pat Mahomes, spent 11 years pitching in the major leagues. Oh, the sling to Tyreek Hill, and look out, Tyreek Hill, game-breaking speed, touchdown, Kansas City. Yeah, that's 2 for Tyreek Hill.
And the first touchdown pass of Patrick Mahomes' career. Little slant route to the fast guy.
Punt shifts to the backfield. Mahomes on a flip. Little trick play. DeAnthony Thomas has got the corner. Touchdown, Chiefs. Caught up in the individual numbers, the W's. That's all that matters. Mahomes has the time, delivers perfectly downfield. Anthony Sherman, touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with a rope. Field play clock is down to 2. Mahomes, flip it. Tyreek Hill waltzes in for the touchdown. Damian Williams in there, the former Dolphin. Mahomes, cannon, touchdown, Chris Conley. The Chiefs strike quickly. Punt shifts to the other side of Mahomes. Mahomes looking downfield, fires. Travis Kelce, touchdown. Tremendous grab by Kelce. Mahomes swings it to the outside. Punt. Works his way in for the touchdown. Terrell Edmonds, the rookie, couldn't bring him down. Mahomes looks over the middle. Open man, Travis Kelce. Touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with another dime. Take it. Mahomes throws it back in the end zone. It's caught to Marcus Robinson. Touchdown, Chiefs. 2nd and 13 for Kansas City. Mahomes, timing route down the sideline. It's caught. Touchdown, Tyreek Hill.
And Spencer Ware in the backfield. Pressure now on Mahomes. He's in trouble. Now gets it away. Are you kidding me?
And his receivers, once Patrick Mahomes is forced out of the pocket, he's able to relocate his eyes downfield. His receivers go to work to him.
Crossing into the neutral zone early. 21-yard gain. Fake it one way, back the other way, and that is a touchdown to Demetrius Harris. Watkins inside the 5. Watkins to the end zone. And you can add another name to the list. That is his first receiving touchdown.
Here's Kelce in for the score. From the 33-yard line, Mahomes surveys, flushed out again. Chase down the sideline, getting free is Kareem Hunt. And Kareem Hunt is able to get Kansas City right back into the game. And trying to pull it off in Foxborough, 2nd and 10. Mahomes in the end zone, Hill for the touchdown.
Fool me once.
Mahomes, and that one is going to be caught for a touchdown by Tyreek Hill. 2 receivers basically going into the same area. And the Kansas City Chiefs have their first lead since it was 3-0. From the 25-yard line. Play action. Mahomes steps up, going deep. Downfield, wide open again is Hill. Inside the 30. Hill down the sideline. Hill all the way.
Oh, my goodness.
Touchdown, Kansas City at 75 yards. And it's first down and goal. Mahomes on a roll. And Hunt makes the catch. And does he get in? Yes, he does. Touchdown.
Watch Patrick Mahomes here. This is brilliant. He's going to come out here on the bootleg, and the Bengals have it covered. Hardy Nickerson's right there, so he acts like he's going to run the ball, which draws Nickerson off of him, and that allows him to get the pass out there to Hunt for the easy touchdown. Just brilliant quarterback play.
Mahomes chased, gets it away, caught. Kareem Hunt tries to get to the end zone, and he does for a touchdown. 10-year veteran. 3rd and 6. Mahomes, he caught wide open for the touchdown. Demetrius Harris.
Endanger the franchise here.
Low snap, picks it up.
Yes, sir.
Scrambles away, wide open touchdown. Tyreek Hill.
25 yards or more moments ago. Most in the NFL. 2nd down and 5. Touchdown, Kelsey. 9-yard touchdown throw by Patrick Mahomes to his all-pro tight end. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. Crossing pattern, Watkins. To the pylon. Touchdown. Hill and Hunt in the backfield. Little shovel pass caught by Hunt. Broke a tackle of Roby. Hurdles him at the 5. Counted for a touchdown. Holy Toledo.
2nd and 10. Mahomes sets up the screen. Hunt. 30. 20. Touchdown, Chiefs. In the red zone. Got to find a way to keep him out of the end zone. Mahomes throwing, end zone, touchdown, Travis Kelce. 3-11 and counting. End zone. Oh, what a catch. What a throw. And a touchdown. Another touchdown pass for Mahomes. Mahomes down the middle of the field, wide open, and a touchdown, Tyreek Hill. Mahomes throwing, end zone, touchdown.
And come out of the cut. That's where he's made the next step with his game. He's got him for the touchdown.
Does he ever? Mahomes to Hill. What a response. 25-yard touchdown catch.
It's at the 25-yard line.
And what a golden opportunity now. Triple play action sets up the screen for Hunt. Blockers in front. And Kareem Hunt will go right in. 3rd down and 4. 20 seconds remaining. No timeouts. Mahomes. He does it. Chris Conley. Look who it is. Big Travis Kelce as he guns it into the crowd here at the Coliseum.
Starting with Aaron Donald.
Mahomes winds it up. Wide open is Hill. How quick was that? 73. It's now all of a sudden 1st and goal, Kansas City. Crossing route, Conley, touchdown Chiefs. They retake the lead.
1st and goal for Kansas City. Ware, single setback, fake it to him. Mahomes on the move, throws for the touchdown. The catch made by Kelce. Kansas City on the board with E. Kelce in the slot. Mahomes tosses. Kelce the catch. Touchdown, Kansas City. 10 seconds to go in the 3rd. Mahomes throws a laser beam. Demetrius Harris, touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes, end zone, touchdown. Mahomes to Conley.
Make it 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to the end zone, and it is caught by Kelce for a Kansas City touchdown.
All-out pressure, Jim.
4th and 3. Here they come. Mahomes unloads, and he's there! Williams for the touchdown!
As
this is one of the most complete teams that I've certainly seen all year.
Second down and goal. Mahomes throws it for the touchdown! Unbelievable to Demarcus Robinson. This was pretty awesome to watch in person, Troy.
Yeah, it's good stuff. This guy just doesn't give up on plays, and he's hanging in there, and he sees Robinson cutting across and gives him a shot, and
just a great athlete, and it's on display here tonight. It's Darrell Williams diving for the touchdown.
Damian Williams back in the backfield. Rolling, throwing. Williams makes the catch for the touchdown. Mahomes at shoulder shake. Buys time. Fires on the run. West for the touchdown.
Underneath. Now a little bit more.
Mahomes again. Flushed out. Throws.
Wow.
And it's caught for the touchdown. Demarcus Robinson.
Mahomes with time going deep. Has a man open. Got him in stride. Tyreek Hill touchdown. 3rd and 10. Mahomes straight drop. Stepping up and throwing long. Has a man downfield and he's got it. Demarcus Robinson backs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
On 3rd and 3, they send Hill in motion. Mahomes looks that way, now will fire and hit his man at the 40. Oh, look out! Sammy Watkins takes it all the way. Explosion in Jacksonville. 68-yard touchdown.
Back to Ian, Dan, and Evan.
Yeah, he's smiling. Mahomes, he's smiling too.
Yeah, no kidding. So it's
Sammy Watkins, touchdown. 2nd and goal. Mahomes, pump and throw, end zone, touchdown. Sammy Watkins has been a machine.
You bring him back in so they can't blitz you.
Here's Mahomes throwing from the dirt. Up top and open for the touchdown. First play of the quarter. Demarcus Robinson.
5-7 yards to feel comfortable. But with this team, they're explosive.
Hey, going deep again. There's Hardman. And the rookie has his first NFL touchdown.
You want to make sure Oakland has no chance to get points.
Got one-on-one down here for Kelsey, and he holds on. Touchdown, Kansas City.
They're just going to keep throwing it down the field.
Can't stop the clock. But plenty of time, and they've got another one-on-one for Robinson. And he makes the catch. What an effort. Incredible performance by Demarcus Robinson.
Kelsey in motion, first down Kansas City under 8 minutes to go first half. Mahomes deep drop, off his back foot, uncorks, hauled in, touchdown, Demarcus Robinson, fantastic grab. Line of scrimmage is the 17. McCoy remains in there. Mahomes looking to throw it, he will, delivers downfield, catch made, McCall Hardman, goodbye, a blur. Touchdown, Kansas City. Hardman, the motion man, on 2nd and 9. Mahomes fades, hits McCoy. McCoy, the acceleration, touchdown, Kansas City. The catch and run by McCoy.
3rd down and 18. Mahomes flushed out again, all the way back. Turning the corner, fires downfield, caught, touchdown. Only Mahomes. Byron Pringle.
Just stop it. We haven't seen this. I mean, we've seen Brett Favre, we've seen Aaron Rodgers, we've seen John Elway.
Still trying to get back into field goal range here, now on a 3rd and 21 for KC. Mahomes with a flag down. He'll take the deep shot. It is caught. Tyreek Hill. What a play. Touchdown. 1:36 involved. Left in this first quarter. Mahomes set it up underneath. Damian Williams busting through for a touchdown. Mahomes steps up. Mahomes delivers. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Second of the day for Hill.
Mahomes throws, juggle, and a catch for the touchdown.
Guys on the bottom of your screen, he comes back over. He's always involved with something here.
Shovel pass goes for a touchdown to Kelsey. Just outside the 10. Look at this one. A lot of air under that. And look who chases it down. Tyreek Hill with the touchdown. Blitz. Mahomes jumps in the air and completes it. Look out! Afterburner time. Hardman to the end zone for the touchdown. My goodness, sir, there's some things to look back on this one.
Get this ball off for sure, because I need that 1/10 of a second, because if I keep moving forward, I'm going to run into my lineman. He has these really unique knacks, but who's accurate then after that?
Nobody. I mean, you know, these highlight packages we roll in, that one's going to be added.
Mahomes to the end zone. Did he get it in? Yes! Kelsey, touchdown.
From just outside the 3. Over to Darrell Williams. There's a flag out as he finds the pylon for the touchdown.
Somehow, New England's making it look really difficult for them.
2nd and 25. Coming after him again. He got hit again. He's got an open man. And it's caught at the 15 and taking it to the house is McCole Hardman, the rookie.
Keep his eyes focused on his receivers down the field instead of escape routes.
Kansas City is on the move at the 41. Mahomes will dial up a deep ball. Got it! Touchdown! Tyreek Hill! First and goal for KC. From the moving pocket, hits Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Chiefs.
56 seconds and a first and goal. And Mahomes throws. That'll be caught, and that is a touchdown. Travis Kelsey.
He's third down on Mullins. Not blitzing him.
Here he is again on a 3rd and 8. He throws, and he's going to convert again, and that's going to be a touchdown. Damian Williams into the end zone.
And watch New England lose and get to number 2 in the conference in the playoffs. 1st and 10, Mahomes deep, caught for a touchdown. Grab by Demarcus Robinson. Works on Jenkins.
3rd down and goal. In the pocket, over the middle, and that will be caught by Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Right, go from tight to wide. The pass caught by Watkins, and he gets in. Looked initially as if the official was going to rule him down just short. Then he comes in with both arms up. Mahomes on the move, throws, caught. Hill, touchdown.
Let's go, Blue 80.
Back of the end zone, it's Kelsey with the touchdown catch.
That's a huge position to be in. It's going to get very terse in that building.
Mahomes down the field, yes, and he's up and in, bouncing off the ground for the touchdown.
Hill motions to the backfield. Mahomes underneath shovel to Anthony Sherman, the fullback for the touchdown, Kansas City. Of all the weapons, of all the places to go, it's the fullback Sherman. Why wouldn't it be? 2nd and 9. Mahomes looking for Tyreek Hill, and he brings it down for the touchdown. Mahomes to Hill for the Chiefs score. 20-yard. 3 to snap it. Here's Mahomes, gets some pressure, man in his face. He's got Hardman wide open for the touchdown. McCole Hardman and Mahomes paid the price. Here's Mahomes trying to set it up.
Oh.
The big fella, Eric Fisher, the left tackle, eligible and then some. And some hot potato in the end zone.
Say, go ahead, run around and make a play, but just so you know, it's a small field here.
Here's a 3rd and goal, and they flip it to Hill. He's got a blocker in front. He goes for the pylon, and it's ruled a touchdown. It's Hardman with the football, and he's in for the touchdown. Which way do you turn? Where do you look?
Mahomes out of the pocket. Mahomes tosses. Touchdown! A BB to Watkins. 1st and goal now. From the 7. Wide open. Touchdown. Travis Kelce.
Mahomes floats it. Kelce, a juggle, and touchdown. Schwartz is still out at right tackle, where Remmers is. End zone, Kelce.
Wow.
And a touchdown.
Wow. How about the athletic ability?
He has not thrown a touchdown pass today. He's got a streak of 16 consecutive games. 2nd and goal. Here is Hill. Works to the 5. There's his touchdown pass. 17 straight. Hill does the job, and he got by the very good Justin Simmons. 4 of 4 is Mahomes. 4 different receivers. Jet sweep. Here comes Hardman. Blockers ahead. Off he goes into the end zone. A touchdown. Fisher with a great block.
Dialed up that play right around midfield. Not a huge risk by going for it there.
Mahomes winding up, going deep to the end zone. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 36-yard laser. Mahomes has thrown 2 touchdown passes already. And now he has thrown 3. Kelce, touchdown.
Yeah. 15. Let's go on, Ernie. What's that?
1st and 10. Blocked by Edwards-Helaire on May, and here he lopes one in the end zone. He's got him. Flag thrown. That's a catch by Robinson. Touchdown. They get a deal with Rolex. Here goes Mahomes downfield for Hill. He's got him. Touchdown. He beats Austin. 41-yard touchdown throw. Mahomes has thrown 5 touchdowns today at the Jets.
Chiefs go double tight end. Mahomes twirls around, looking, firing. It's caught for the touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson for 6. So Troy Pride, number 25, comes in. 2nd and 2. Mahomes, a couple of fakes on the run, throws, caught, touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and the Chiefs take the lead.
Go.
Fake to Bell. Mahomes pressured by Burns, going end zone, wide open, touchdown, Tyreek Hill. I mean, you had 14 touchdown catches in your career, so you did just fine. Here's Mahomes on the roll, firing, end zone, touchdown, another for Tyreek Hill.
Meanwhile, after the timeout, it's 1st and goal from the 3. Hill will take the short toss and walk it into the end zone.
The Chiefs actually helped him.
Great protection again. Mahomes to the end zone, wide open, touchdown, Kelce.
Mahomes has not thrown a pass to Kelce yet, but Kelce threw one to him, which fell incomplete. And now you want a deep ball. Here it is. To Hill for the touchdown. 75 yards.
Davis trying to cover again. Now you're going to watch him go this way and up, but this is the guy who's got to come over to help. Mahomes, watch his eyes. He's trying to keep him over there left, and then he turns and launches this ball.
We'll see. 3rd and 8. It's like 3rd and 1 for this team. Down the field. Who else? Hill at the 10. Cut back. Touchdown. Touchdown and a leap. Got a 2nd and 4, empty backfield, going for the big strike. He's got it. It's Hill again for the touchdown.
Free play. Got him. Caught and to the end zone. Touchdown. Travis Kelce.
See the motion? They're trying to see man or zone. Looks like zone here. You got something inside quickly.
2nd and goal, rolling out. Throws, touchdown. Travis Kelce. Enemy, by the way, was the first to interview for the Dolphins job that Flores later got. As Mahomes goes all the way to Hill for the touchdown.
It's a good football player right there.
High effort player, 3rd and 4. Toss to Hill for the touchdown. He scores again, Tyreek Hill. Starting the 2nd, Jim Nance, Tony Romo, Tracy Wilson. Chiefs, 2nd and goal. From the 1, the quick flip to Kelce, and the touchdown. Going to try to find a wrinkle, though, on 2nd and goal from the 5. Patrick rolling left. Again, buying the time, and now back in the end zone, incomplete. Oh, just a catch. First, I thought they were signaling out.
1st and goal. Mahomes standing in and delivering. It is a touchdown. Travis Kelce on the receiving end. Instead of the interception in the end zone, they obviously keep it. 2nd and 10. Mahomes surveying, looking, going end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Robinson!
Concussion protocol for the rest of that game.
Right here is going to be the spot. Somebody over this middle of the ball right here.
It's Kelce. Kelce reaches for the touchdown. That's another one. Most in 50 games, and he's only at 47 games. Passing yards. He's being chased as he heaves it down the bend. The man is there. It's Hill, able to get away from John Johnson, who was in the locker room to start the quarter. And he crosses the goal line for a one-play strike.
And a throw that almost nobody in the world can make or even want to attempt.
Johnson's lost. Hill's there waiting for it, turns around and forget about it.
And you got to take out Tyreek Hill on this play for Cleveland.
Quick throw, Kelce not stopping him. Finds the end zone for the lead and the touchdown.
As DeMarcus Robinson and Marcus Kemp, the wideouts, providing the blocking for him. Mahomes feels that pocket deep downfield into the end zone, juggled and caught for a touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson. Mahomes has thrown for 195, 2nd and 4. Over the middle, open here. Pringle, Byron Pringle outraces everybody. Touchdown. And he did, 2nd down and 10. Blitz coming, Mahomes gets away, keeps his eyes downfield and fires and completes it to Kelce. What else is new? And Kelce with blocking inside the 20, rumbling inside the 10. Look at this. Kelce's in the end zone. Crazy.
Mahomes over the top, and it's pulled down for the touchdown. Jody Fortson. Only 3 plays this quarter for the Chargers. Here's the 22nd one for the Chiefs. To Edwards-Helaire to the end zone. Kansas City takes the lead. Hardman finds an opening. Finds the touchdown to give the Chiefs the lead back from 8 yards out.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not set up in a power set here. I'd let this offensive line eat right now if I were them.
Mahomes, roll. Underhanded toss for the touchdown. Edwards-Helaire. Patrick Mahomes can come at you from every which angle. Kansas City looking to cash in. Shotgun. Mahomes fires. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill.
We'll go back to the pass here.
Shotgun, shovel, off the bobble and catch, touchdown, Jody Fortson. Back-to-back weeks with a score. Hill shifts out of the backfield, 10 plays on the drive, 8 of them runs. Mahomes slings it, touchdown! A laser beam to Tyreek Hill, and the gymnastics move to top it off.
The formation, one of the receivers didn't think well enough and covered up a lineman.
Mahomes off his back foot, sails it deep and caught by himself, Tyreek Hill. 5 touchdowns on the day for Patrick Mahomes.
Back in. Okay. Now it's more conventional. Finally, Mahomes fires, caught. Pringle, touchdown, Kansas City. Diamond just inside the dude, and it winds up in the hands of Kelsey for the touchdown.
Take it. Mahomes, a rope to Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Kansas City. Hardman in motion. Mahomes tosses it up. Touchdown, Robinson.
3rd and goal from the 6. Mahomes waiting for something to open up. Finds some space and throwing on the run. It's caught. Touchdown, Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs score first.
Mahomes flips, pass, caught. Kelsey, touchdown, Kansas City.
Against Cleveland in a game they won. 1st down and goal now. Mahomes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tyreek Hill. Totally brand new offensive line. Nobody from last year remaining. 2nd and goal. Mahomes floats one wide open. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown. Kelsey goes to the right side. Play fake, throw, caught into the end zone. That is Noah Gray. Mahomes, ton of time, escapes, goes to the end zone. It's Williams there, and he makes the grab.
Oh my God.
The Blue 80. Fake toss, Mahomes, and there is a touchdown to Byron Pringle. 5 touchdown passes for Mahomes.
The Blue 80.
Mahomes, perfectly executed. Williams down the sideline, leaping. Touchdown, Kansas City. They are inches away. Toss it inside. Josh Gordon. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Edwards-Helaire next to Mahomes. They fake it to him, throw it, pass, caught. Hill, touchdown. Pass is caught by Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Hill, number 3 on the all-time Chiefs touchdown catch list with 1 tonight. Now just 1 catch shy of Otis Taylor. Here is Kelsey. Still going. Still going. Kelsey. Good night. Touchdown. Chiefs win it.
1st and goal. 5 yards out. Fakes it. Looking everywhere. Surveying, and throws it for the touchdown. It's Pringle with the catch. And a 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter for Kansas City. Most cases, 2nd and 7. Here's Hardman. Hill throwing a block. And Hardman able to dodge a defender and find the end zone. From the 16, 1st down. It's Pringle. Checks off one time. Oh, lowers the head and gets to the end zone for a touchdown. The Steelers are just sleepwalking through this one. 1st down. Play action. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeMarcus Robinson. 3rd and goal. Mahomes finds his man right on the goal line. It's Kelsey for the score.
Patrick lofts it into the end zone. Easy touchdown for Travis Kelce. Mahomes gets it to McKinnon, who's got a lot of space. And spins free. Eludes another tackler and barrels into the end zone. Jarrett McKinnon, the veteran out of Georgia Southern, gives Kansas City the lead.
You're going to always give those guys help because they've had some trouble there at the corner position.
Second and goal. He lofts it to the end zone, and it is caught by Kelce for the touchdown. Edwards-Helaire flanked just in front of him. And here's a little shovel pass for the touchdown. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Another brilliant design play by Reed Bieniemy and company. Out with the calf injuries. Fourth and two. Open, wide open for the touchdown. His second of the game. Edwards-Helaire.
Oh boy, let's see what kind of trickery here. Tap it, grab it, boom.
Back in the end zone and coming back to get it. It's caught by Forston for the touchdown. The running back. And there it is. Touchdown pass, number 5. Hardman, the recipient.
First and goal. Mahomes flushed out. Can't get him. Sidearms it for a touchdown. So you think you have him, and then you don't.
You kind of run out of adjectives, the way he's able to keep this play alive. Tremendous athletic ability, but it's the vision, the eyes downfield, and the sidearm.
3rd and 10. This time they send an extra man. Mahomes gets away to the end zone. Caught! Watson, touchdown.
From the 3-yard line. What are they going to do here? To the end zone. Touchdown strike. It is to Kelce.
2nd and 5. Kelce. A little stroll in motion. And Mahomes throws it that way. And there's Kelce to the end zone. And right away, Kansas City on the board. Touchdown in 46 seconds. You never know with these guys. From the 2, Mahomes escaping. On the move, Mahomes stops, spins, flips it forward for the touchdown to Edwards-Helaire. Mahomes straddled the line of scrimmage, flipped it to Edwards-Helaire for the score.
He looks like the dad playing in the backyard with all the kids, and they can't get him on the ground. Watch this. And now he's going to find the receiver stop and the little push pass.
Second and goal. Mahomes to the goal line and in for the touchdown. Jody Fortson. Mahomes over the middle. Pass caught. Kelce. Touchdown. Mahomes. Kelce's got another touchdown. Mahomes. Kelce looking for his 3rd. He found it. Touchdown. From the 1. Mahomes. End zone. He's got another. 4 on the night. Travis Kelce yet again.
Which is like unheard of.
Kelce's not in for this play. Mahomes is dancing around. Now finds an open man. It's Smith-Schuster bouncing off the hit, and here he goes to the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, how are you going to defend this long? I mean, think about this. It's cover 2, and it's zone areas. But when the quarterback moves around, you got to start to plaster and get by people. But that's more on the front than anything. Run motion a ton, create issues, and at the end of it, they do it again, and then they go right in the middle or to the sideline.
He's looking down the middle, looking for other options. Oliver comes in, and he gets it away for the touchdown. Got it away, had enough time to find Hardman for the Kansas City score.
1st and goal, little flip. Hardman looking for a block, gets it. McCole Hardman is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mahomes fires. It's caught for the touchdown. Justin Watson Blitz coming. Picked up. Mahomes wide open. It's Juju Smith-Schuster. One man to beat. Trying to get to the end zone. He will for the touchdown.
Down to Hardman. In space. Good cut inside. Into the end zone. McCole Hardman. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Now coming in motion. And on first and goal, it's over to Tony. And he tiptoes in tight ropes for a touchdown. His first NFL touchdown.
This front is for real on Chiefs side. I like this offensive line.
Mahomes throws, end zone, touchdown, Kansas City. Valdez-Scantling has his first touchdown reception as a Chief. Here's a 1st and 10. Holmes going end zone, and it's a touchdown. It's Noah Gray.
Great red zone offense, this Chief team.
We've seen it today at the goal line. It's Kelsey with his first touchdown catch since the Vegas game.
And so you know they've got something special lined up for him tonight.
First and goal. Here is Kelsey with some blockers to the outside. Bounced it to the outside and strolls into the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. Four in the pattern. Underneath Kelsey. He's got it on the run. Kelsey first down and more. Kelsey touchdown. He's done it again. Kelsey alone on the right. Coming across to the left. On the run, Kelsey. Kelsey touchdown.
Fake. Mahomes a lot of time. Now over the middle. He's got his man. Kelsey at the 15. Gets a block inside the 5 and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mahomes completes it. McKinnon for the touchdown.
That'd be interesting, Evan, to see what Andy Reid wants to do with something like that if he calls his plays to the opposite side.
Mahomes, he'll just chuck it ahead, and it's caught. McKinnon has that next gear. Touchdown on a full sprint to the end zone.
I think that he's behind the line of scrimmage, and he did what Patrick Mahomes does so well, which is improvise.
Denver has 34. 2nd and goal. Mahomes, flip it underneath. McKinnon turns it upfield, dives, touchdown. 2nd of the day for Jerick McKinnon. Kelsey is part of that bunch. Mahomes, surveying, spins, keeps it alive, touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster in the back of the end zone.
The tough part about Patrick Mahomes is it's not the first 3 seconds of a play. You can probably cover that. It's the next 3 seconds when he extends it and keeps it alive. He called it a version of backyard football. And that was the extra 3 seconds right there.
McKinnon the back. Mahomes easily outside. McKinnon blocked by Kelsey. And that is a touchdown. McKinnon catch and run, 20 yards. Mahomes blocked by McKinnon to the end zone. What a grab! Touchdown! Sensational! Valdez-Scantling!
But they managed to overcome them.
And the flip, a little juggle on that flip from Kadarius Toney. Turns it upfield. It started with a bobble. It ends with a touchdown.
He's always in the ranks now with the top receivers of all time.
Mahomes, quick dart to McKinnon. McKinnon trying to twist his way, leading for the touchdown.
On 2nd and goal, McKinnon to the end zone, touchdown, Kansas City. Mahomes to throw, over the middle, got his man, to the end zone, did he get there? No, yes, now it is called a touchdown.
You know, 4 for 4 for 71 yards, he leads the Chiefs.
The pass, complete. The touchdown, Jerick McKinnon again with a receiving TD.
Patrick's looking left the whole time, under some pressure, scrambles out of there and shovels it forward to McKinnon.
Ball gets snapped right around, the 2.5-yard line. Patrick escapes to his left. Does he stay behind? Yeah, very clearly behind.
From the 1, left-hand catch by Mahomes on the snap. Scanning, open for the touchdown, it's Rice. First and goal. Mahomes, looking, sidearm sling for the touchdown. Mahomes goes to Blake Bell, who rings it up, and the Chiefs take the lead.
So let me drop down here, a little sidearm around the bend. Easy.
Much more would he like to do earlier in his career, throwing that football downfield.
And now a rhythm here for KC. Mahomes slings it for the touchdown. Caught by Moore. Kelsey, the motion man, low snap. Mahomes moving pocket. Mahomes floats it up. Caught. Touchdown, Travis Kelsey. Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Stevenson's back in a corner for the Bears. That's good news. Mahomes on the fake little flip. McKinnon gonna walk in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Great play design. They bring Sky Moore across on the jet sweep, and they just turn it into a little jet sweep counter, little inside flip. It's really well done. Try to get to him.
Mahomes wide open. McKinnon, he's in again. Touchdown, Chiefs. 11th play of the drive. Mahomes lofting end zone. There it is. A touchdown to Kelsey.
2 plays in a row. Andy Reid's trying to get his best player the ball, and just a great little nod shake route down in the goal line. And
It's the spring 3. Mahomes wide open. It's Noah Gray to the end zone for the touchdown. So another 3rd down and another big play. This time it is Gray with his first of the year. And the Chiefs are rolling.
Well, you're going to get so much attention on Kelsey, right? There he is. Everybody's paying attention to him, including Jordan Whitehead, who, oh, by the way, also had the other tight end, Noah Gray. But you can't help yourself. When it's 3rd and 3.